Hello and welcome to another episode from Bar Security. In this episode I'm going to be pinning up a number of these Scandinavian ovals. Sure you can see that. That's the cylinder itself. That's what it comes with. So you get a small circlip in there and these 4 little screws there that hold the tail on the back. The 4 little screws on the back, they take a T6, which I've got in my little pack here. Okay, so there's a little T6, which is a hex drive. I've got a number of these to do, but I'm only going to show you how I do the first one. So let's get started. Right, so I've got this EVVA block. This is specifically for the ICS. You can also use it, I assume, for the EPS as well. Breakdown key. Your passing bar. Okay, here we go. The top pins on these are no good for what I need, so as my section's different to the distributor's section. But rather than throw them out, I'll hold on to them and give them back when I next go to show. Out there. As you can see, it's got 2 sidebars. These are pretty much all the same. Just turn that round, it's the right way round for me. Right, so I've got to put the springs in. It's all good fun. Light work. The clip that goes on the back is a little bit more difficult than the normal sprung clip, because there isn't a quick, easy solution for it in terms of how you put it in. Right, so that's our springs in. Next thing now is we need to put our combination in. Goes. Just grab one of our keys just to make sure size right. Maybe I've got that arm in backwards. Does happen. So I don't take these off that often. Back in. fiddly little one. There we are. That's it. Now it rotates okay, so we know we've got our side right on our pins. Knew that anyway, but I always double check anyhow, just in case. Remember when I first started out locksmithing, I went to fit a lock, and it was an Arrow style union drawback lock, and I didn't check the back set on it. Thought it'd be like all the other locks and be a 40mm back set. After I drilled the hole and everything, I kind of learned the hard way that that particular lock was a 50mm. So now, as rule of thumb, I always check the back sets, even though I've fitted loads of them now, and we're going back 20 years ago in terms when I first started working outside, doing the fitting and the open ups. So it's always good to check and make sure that everything's right before you start. I mean, this cylinder's pretty much just like any other ICS cylinder that you're putting together, but it helps if you've got all the right tools to just make life easier for you. There we go. I mean, you can do it without the block, it's just more awkward. The block makes it a lot easier. It's a bit of an expense to buy it, but when you're doing these as your main lock, you're going to be pinning these up, quite a few of them, over a long time. I mean, the patent on this one doesn't run out till 2038 on the ICS, which is a good few years. There we are. That's it. So last pin in. Pop it into our cylinder. Always make sure that the angle, so you don't accidentally drop into the other chambers. There's 5 chambers in here. So now we have to put our circlip on. As you can see, it's not like the usual circlips we have. So I'm going to use this, which is another EVVA tool. Oops, just makes it a little more awkward really to install. There it goes. So there isn't an easier tool to use, unfortunately. Just to show you, our usual tool, it's got this in the middle and it doesn't fit, which is not ideal really when you think about it, when you want to fit these things on properly. These have got 2 little dimples on either side, and the 2 little dimples fit the sharp bits on our circlip here. Let's put that down there. Like I said, it can be a little bit awkward. I'm not a big fan of these, to be fair. There we are. doesn't really sit where you want it to go. Okay. So I'm sure there's probably an easier way of doing it. That's an awkward one. See, the ideal thing is to be able to use a push here to do it, but like I said, it's not, doesn't always want to pop in. See, these are more removal tools than they are for putting this in. Once it's in though, it's not going to come out. I think that's in. Oops, in. Let's give it a push. Shame really, because they haven't. I had a look on the site to see if there was a tool for doing these, but there isn't, which I find sometimes with EVVA that's a bit strange, because they're usually pretty good on that sort of thing. Right, I think that's fine. Let's try a key. Is that going to pull out? I'm going to find out. That's strong. That's great. Okay. The other thing is not to worry too much about that clip, because it's actually going to be held in place anyway by the back plate. Yeah, it's not going to come out. Right. Back plate sits on there like so. And then you've got 4 torque screws, which takes the T6. I remember the first time I had to do one of these, I didn't have the torque screw bit, so I had to go try and search for one. I found one in this Magnuson kit. Also, this is very good for the car stuff, remotes and whatnot. So it's got more use than just the ICS. But mainly I bought it for the ICS. Tighten these down. The procedure is the same for all the Scandinavian oval cylinders, internal, external. Just make sure it's good and tight so they don't come loose. Just hand tight, or more finger tight really. There we are. Beautiful. That's our first one done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.